Hi guys, I'm very happy to make my ESP Boy clone. This is not the Arduboy, even though you're seeing the Mystic Balloon, famous game from Arduboy. Actually, a number of people helped to port this over to ESP Boy. ESP Boy is created by the ESPBoy.edu team, led by Mr. Romans, using the NUC MCU and the I2C extender MCP23017, and some other circuitry for speakers, extender interface for external interface, and the 7735 TFT display, which is a color version. You can change the color by the left and right side button, which is additional button added to the original Arduboy. Okay, let me bring back the original color. Come on. Okay. But this is not the reason why I'm creating this video. I'm very happy that I can play this game because Romans gave me a bin file that I can upload to this MCU through the ESP2 upload to. However, I failed to compile the ESPBoy Arduboy2 library. It's a strange problem. It seems nobody knows why it happens. Basically, the compiler from Arduino IDE gave an error that one of the library for Wi-Fi connection could not find fs. Fs is undeclared as a variable, so I still couldn't figure out why it happened. So I intend to make a video. I rebuilt my computer from scratch, reinstalling the Mac OS X Catena, the latest version. I install a latest version of Arduino IDE 1.18.13, I think, and I installed the latest version of the ESP8266 board manager 2.7.1, downloaded all the latest library from ESPBoy Arduboy2 library and other libraries, and compile. Still got the same problem. I just want to capture what I did. If you can find where I did wrong that caused this problem, please let me know and leave your message and comments. I'm really appreciated. If you want to know more about the ESP Boy, go to ESPBoy.com. There's a community there. Also, you can go to the Discord site to search for ESP Boy. There's a discussion stream there. You can ask any questions. Thank you. Initially, I plan to create a guideline for people to set up ESP Boy library and get it compiled from start, from nothing. But I encountered this error of fs not declared. Fs is a variable in the Wi-Fi library of ESP8266, so it's installed as part of the board manager in Arduino IDE. It's a core library that comes with the hardware package of ESP8266, built by the community of the ESP8266. I don't know what happened. I need the latest ESP8266 board manager version 2.7.1 to be able to support the Wi-Fi and OTA. However, it has this error. But if you downgrade the board manager to 2.5.2 or earlier, this error will not happen. But it got all other errors because it doesn't support the additional features for the HTTPS redirect. So I created the rest of the video to show you what I did from the scratch to install Arduino IDE in all the libraries. Please let me know if you have any idea where I went wrong and can help me to fix the problem. Really appreciate it. If it's the first time you used Arduino to download any program or compile any program, just go to arduino.cc to download the Arduino software. Click download, and then find the version of operating system that you are using. I'm using Mac OS. Download. So it's being downloaded here. Okay, finish. So let's open it. So it's decompressing. Then it's here. So you need to just drag it over to application. Just copy there. Okay, so you can open it for the first time. Open it. Set up the Arduino reference. So we need to look at compilation, look at upload error, and we need to copy this ESP8266 board manager. So how to find it? Go to the browser, just search for Arduino ESP8266 board manager URL, then you'll be able to find it here. And then we just copy this line over. HTTPSRedirect.h, stable package ESP8266 come index.json. Just copy it and then paste it into here. And then hit OK. And next, we go to Tools, go to Board, and then Board Manager. Type in ESP8266, search for it. You'll find that you search and find this latest version, 2.7.1, install. After downloading the ESP8266 board manager, you can come here. The Tools menu of Arduino IDE, and then under the ports, you can go to ESP8266 port, and then select the Roland Vmos D1 R2 and Mini. Once you select it, ports will be loaded, and these are the options. When you connect the USB port to your ESPBoy for the first time, you'll see that a port here will be shown. You click on Tools, Ports. So this is the port you want to select, and then you can compile. Right. And then you see that it's sending to this port and uploading to the ESP8266. Next, we need to download the ESPBoy Arduboy2 library. We go to GitHub and search for ESPBoy EDU, this Arduboy2 library. Click Clone and download the zip file. After downloaded, you have this zip file, and it's unzipped into ESPBoy Arduboy2 lib master. Then this is the library. So what you want to do is you copy the entire folder here to the library folder under Documents Arduino. Just drag it over. Oops, sorry. It should be dragged into the libraries folder instead. Remove it. Okay. So drag this into the libraries folder. You see all this. Next, you have to drag this source into this library. Okay. Otherwise, it won't compile. Okay, and then the second thing you need to do is drag the games folder out so you can compile in the Arduino folder. So you have all the games you can compile. Next, you need to come here, the libs directory. You need to move these two over to become its own library. Then we still need a few more libraries, so we need to go and download it. The first one we'll need is the Adafruit drivers for MCP. So we need to come here, go to Sketch, Include Library, Manage Library, and then we search for it. So we have the I2C extender MCP 23017. Right, so this is the Adafruit library. So only install the latest version. Okay, see it's installed. The other library we need to install is for the MCP 4725. Again, we find the Adafruit one and install it. Okay. And then the next one we need is the TFT ESPI. Right. So we'll find this library, TFT ESPI, this one, and install it. Okay, installed. Then the last one we need is the HTTPS redirect. Okay, for this one we couldn't find it, so we have to go to the GitHub and search for it. Let's copy the keywords, go to GitHub. Here we search for it. Okay, we find a lot of them, but it's the first one we need to download, Electronics Guide / ESP8266. Okay, so we have to clone it, download zip. It's been opened to this file. So we downloaded this file, and now it opens to this file. And we only need this HTTPS. So let's copy it into the Arduino library. Okay. There's one more library we need called ESPBoy. Let's search for it. So let's download this one. Open it. Okay, this is the file we downloaded, and let's drag it over. think we got all the libraries. Let me double check. And you also need to configure the TFT displays driver type and also the pin number. We come here. We open up user setup.h. Open with text editor. Okay, so we find the first line that is not a comment, which is this one. So this one assumes the IL9341 display is being used, but we are not. We are using ST7735 for the ESP board. So we need to come here to put in a double slash to comment it out. And then remove the double slash from the line below that says ST7735. Right, so we're enabling this driver for our display for ESPBoy7735. And then we need to continue to scroll down to check after changing this driver type. Let's close this window. After changing this driver type here, we will scroll down to find the line where it says height and width. So we are using a 128 times 128 display, so we need to uncomment here. Define TFT width 128, and then define TF height also 128. And then we scroll down a bit here. For the 7735, there are different type of hardware version, and they might have different variation in the memory space used to set up the first row versus first column. This is different offsets and different strange protocols. So we need to set the right one according to the 7735 that we have. Most of the ones on the market can work with this one. So you can try different options here. If it didn't work, you'll see that your screen may be with a few black line or on the left, or a few black line on the top. Then you know you select the wrong one. You can come here to try different ones. Also, some of them are used for larger screens. So just set this green tab free will be fine for most of the default on the market. And then we need to scroll down for the pin setting. Yeah, so these are the pin settings. So we need to define which pin is used for CS. For ESPBoy, CS is controlled by the I2C extender MCP23017. So it's not directly driven by the NUC MCU. So we have to set a value of -1. That means ignore. Don't do anything. Don't try to control this pin by the driver. And then for the DC, device select, ESPBoy use D0, so we change it. And for the reset, the ESPBoy just tie it to the NUC MCU's reset pin. So again, we don't need to control it by the driver. Just ignore it. Put in -1 means ignore it. Okay, so I think that's all the changes we need. Yep. And then we can just save this file. File save. Okay, let's bring back our library here. This one, the other one. Right, document Arduino library. So that's all the library we need. Now we can try to open one of the games and compile. Let's try the simple one called Galaxian. So we open the Galaxian.ino file. Only the INO file can be compiled by the Arduino IDE. So just open this file and it will start the Arduino IDE. And open up that file. Okay, let's make the screen bigger, the window bigger to see more lines. And you can also make a divider between the source code and the compiler error messages. And let's do the compilation. Okay, as expected, we got this strange compilation error. So I don't know what happened. A lot of the people on the forum said they don't have this issue. But I've been recreating what I did with a brand new installation of Arduino IDE, brand new installation of ESP8266 board manager on top of Arduino IDE, and a brand new download of the ESPBoy library and all the other library. Still I got this error. So I hope if you have experience with ESPBoy and similar compilation error, please let me know how I can fix it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. So if I skip the Wi-Fi libraries, I can compile successfully, only that I can't use the OTA. So let me show you. First, move the OTA libraries away from the Arduboy2 library folder. And then we edit Arduboy2 core.cpp and core.h. Let's edit core.h first. And then we find any reference of OTA. It's not here. Any reference of Wi-Fi. Oh, this reference is already gone. And then we open the other one, CPP. I can't find any reference of OTA. Okay, there's one, so we need to take it out. I // to comment it out. Okay, this one, fix it. And you also need to fix this one. So this one is to check the OTA, and we need to bypass it. Also Wi-Fi off, also need to bypass. Okay, next let's check whether any occurrence of Wi-Fi. Okay, gone. And then we can save this file. Okay, after fixing the library, now we can try to compile. Alright, there's still one. Oh, let's fix it. So after removing the occurrence of Arduboy2 OTA library and Wi-Fi library, after all this have been removed from the ESPBoy Arduboy2 library, I can successfully compile. Let me show you. See, it's successful. I don't know why.